Insperity presents the Small Business Advocate Show with Jim Blasingame, brought to you by FedEx, CareerBuilder.com, and Palo Alto Software. This is a copyrighted production of Small Business Network, Inc., all rights reserved.
We're back at 17 till. Thank you for staying with me. I'm Jim Blasingame. Please check out my website, smallbusinessadvocate.com. If you got a smartphone, it'll pop right up in there, only in the mobile version. That's right. It'll look like the mobile site when it comes into the magic wand in your hand, your smartphone. So check all that out. Don't forget to subscribe to my free newsletter. Take the poll question on the homepage. By the way, the newsletter is everything we got coming up in the week ahead, only in advance. You get it before everybody else on Sunday afternoon, so to get you ready for the week ahead. So please do that. It's free and comes by email. Don't forget to check out our video. We have a new video. In fact, the video is on the website, is on the newsletter when it comes out. So you'll get that before anybody else. So check it out, smallbusinessadvocate.com. Brad Huisken is our guest. Brad's our good friend, longtime Brain Trust member, original founding member, I should say, our Brain Trust, president of IAS Training, the author of a number of books. But Brad, we got big news. Munchies for Salespeople 2 is coming out.
That's exactly right. We're releasing my third book, which is Munchies for Salespeople 2, more selling tips you can stick your teeth into.
This is just too much. I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe this.
Well, as you remember, you did the forward on Munchies 1.
Which is obviously why you need a 2, right? To replace that book.
Yeah, and people just want more of Jim Blasingame and more of Brad Huisken. So I thought, well, what the heck? Let's give it to them.
There you go. I mean, we got to give our peeps what they want, don't we, Brad?
Exactly. That's right. So just encourage your people there to watch my website, which is iastraining.com.
All right.
And we'll do a big splash on there when it is released, but it should be within the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to that. Hey, Brad, what are the things you do when you work with your customers, your clients around the country, around the world? Small businesses, mostly Main Street folks, literally right there on Main Street. How do you help them run their businesses better?
Well, one of the things that I found is that most businesses, especially small businesses, are run based on opinion and not based on facts. And that's where we put accountability into the process, because I know that the major reason that businesses fail or don't reach their maximum potential is because they're managed based on opinions. And one simple example I give is if a business is running down 10%, for example, it really isn't that complicated. There's only one of 3 things that could possibly be going on. And that is either you've had a decrease in traffic, which has caused business to go down, you've had a decrease in your closing rate with the customers that you are getting, or you've had a decrease in your average sale. And if we can just figure out which is off, traffic, closing ratio, or average sale, then it allows the business owner to focus all their attention on making the correct corrections in that specific area.
But your opinion might be, depending on who you are, your opinion might be, whoa, we're obviously not doing enough advertising. Or your opinion might be, your opinion might be, well, my salespeople obviously aren't closing enough. Well, maybe that's right, maybe it's not, right?
Well, and that's what I was going to say is that, it's funny when a business is running off, especially retailers, they do one of 2 things. They either double their advertising budget or they cancel their advertising budget. And which one's right?
Well, but the thing is, the thing I wanted to say, though, is you line up 3 small businesses side by side on Main Street, and all of them experience the same thing. Well, they may come up with 3 different answers, and both of them may be wrong because that's it's their own prejudices, their own proclivities. They've got, they've got something that indicates something, and it takes them down a rabbit hole. And really, what they should be doing is testing, right? They should be verifying and testing.
Well, that's exactly right. And I know that numbers don't lie, and sometimes people don't tell the whole truth and all those things. But if your traffic is down and you cancel your advertising budget, it's going to continue to spiral down. If people can't sell the people you already have coming to your business, and then you spend more money on advertising, all you're doing is bringing in more people that you can't sell
to take up your time.
Exactly. So that's where we need to start holding people accountable and tracking our numbers and start running our business based on factual information and not just.
How would you identify those three? Where those three things? Which one of those three things is the problem?
Well, you got to track the numbers, and you got to track how many people that you're contacting, whether it be in a situation where people are coming to you, or the people are going to you, or you're going to them. For example, if I'm out on the road calling on people, and I call on 20 people in a month's period or a week's period of time, and I only sell 2 of them, well, that's a 10% closing ratio.
Mm-hmm.
If I could just increase my skills, ability, and knowledge and close 3 of them, then I just did a 50% sales increase.
Which means that you didn't need to work harder, you just needed to work smarter.
Exactly.
But if you didn't know that what your close ratio was, if you hadn't paid attention to that, you'd think, well, wow, I need to see 30 people, not 20.
That's right. They start playing the numbers game.
Right.
And, I don't agree with the numbers game. I've always heard these people that say, another no is, they're just that much closer to a yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want 100 no's. I'd rather have 100 yeses and figure out what it takes to sell
Right.
each and every person. So, call me goofy, but I'd rather work smarter and harder.
So get to the bottom of those 3 things. If your sales aren't where they should be, you don't have enough traffic, you're not selling enough as many people as are coming in, or your price per sale, I should say, the total sale is down.
Your average sale is
average
decreased.
sale is down. Yeah. It reminds me. It reminds me, Brad, of the 2 simpletons who were selling watermelons. They buy them on one side of the highway for $1, and they sell them on the other side of the highway for $1. And one of them said, we're not doing very good here. What do you think we should do? And the other one said, I think we need to buy a bigger truck.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They weren't paying attention to the true numbers. Stand by. We're going to take a quick break. 10 till. Right back with our good friend, Brad Huisken. Stay with us. By the way, Munchies 2 is coming out.
Insperity presents the Small Business Advocate Show with Jim Blasingame, brought to you by FedEx, CareerBuilder.com, and Palo Alto Software. This is a copyrighted production of Small Business Network, Inc., intended for the private use of our audience. Except as otherwise provided by copyright law, all other copying, redistribution, or publication without prior written consent is prohibited. All rights reserved.